Hey guys, today I'm going to go through a safe choice with you. It is the big problem all over the world, the drugs. Although there's a lot of information about drugs, it seems still far from me and you and us. So, during the following few minutes, I'm going to educate you guys with a big question. Why are drugs still prohibited and six sub-questions about drugs as well. Sub-question 1. What is the harm of drugs to the physical health? It can directly damage the brain. Long-term and repeatedly take drugs, it is a kind of malign stimulation to central nervous system. Can produce directly toxic effects, inevitably bring about nervous cell or organization irreversible pathological change. In the long run, it can lead to poor judgment, distraction, memory loss, insomnia, anxiety, apoplexy, and a host of other brain diseases. It can also damage body organs, the mouth, heart, and lungs, and so on. So, sub-question 2. What is the harm of drugs to mental health? Chronic use of some drugs can lead to both short and long-term changes in the brain, which can lead to mental health issues, including paranoia, depression, aggression, hallucinations, and other problems. Drug addicts also experience delusion of victimization and violent tendencies. This is amphetamine psychosis. Patients in mental illness is easy to commit suicide or homicide, seriously endanger the public security. People are also easy to avoid reality and seek pleasure in drugs. Sub-question 3. Why are drugs addictive? At first, people may choose to take a drug because they like the way it makes them feel, and they may think they can control how much and how often they use it, but over time, drugs change how brain works. These physical changes can last a long time. There's a morphine-like substance in the human brain that maintains the normal physiological activities in human body. Drug addicts have absorbed heroin or other foreign morphine-like peptide substance into the human body, reducing the creation of their own morphine. Finally, they rely on external morphine-like substance to maintain the physiological activities of human body, and their own morphine-like peptide substance are completely stopped. There is a strong sense of pleasure at the beginning of drug use, but practice shows like the most addicts have the feeling of being sleepy and really uncomfortable after the first drug use, and they're eager for the second drug use, which leads to addiction. Because people have adapted to drugs, so they have a physiological and psychological dependence on drugs. Sub-question 4. What are attitudes of various countries toward drugs? We all know that drugs are strictly prohibited around the world, but we can still learn from newspaper, TV shows, and even movies that some countries are open to small amount of drugs. And some American states have passed a law legalizing marijuana, making it legal to grow, produce, and sell marijuana to adults. In 2001, Canada became the first country to allow terminally ill patients to grow and smoke their own marijuana. In 2018, Canada legalized the marijuana as a possession and use of marijuana as a hobby. Canada has become the second country in South America to legalize the use of marijuana. In addition, some countries also allow the medical use of marijuana. Sub-question 5. What contribution do the whole world make to anti-drugs? According to the quality of drugs the country will make the criminal law. Selling and taking drugs will be illegal. The countries also have relative organizations about banned drugs. Others use pop culture to disseminate drug prohibition. Some movies about anti-drugs. Some cultural symbols or logos are printed on clothes. And there are also some anti-drugs posters in schools or on the streets. The closest to our lives, I think, is actually the website publicity. When I was searching the some information and knowledge about drugs on internet for this task. The words healthy life, no drugs appeared on the page. So I think this is a very useful way for teenagers to get publicity of drugs prohibition. After some knowledge about drugs, we also need to know how to stay safe and make safe choice. So the following one question is help us to stay safe. Sub-question 6. How to stay safe. Only one pill could have a fatal outcome and you never know what you are taking. Some of the legal high drugs that are available aren't actually legal, and this synthetic substance can actually be more risky to your health than the usual drugs. So make a smart decision when you hang out. Some people do take drugs when they go out, and you can never tell exactly what an illegal drug contains or what effect it will have. But they put themselves at a serious risk of harm, and sometimes they don't know that. There is no safe level of illicit drug use. If you suspect the negative effects of drugs taken by you or someone else, remember that every second counts. So react fast and call an ambulance immediately. Save ourselves and save others. Alright, so that's all I want to say today about safe choice, and I hope that this vlog has helped you a little bit. So you can also learn some facts from your daily life to help us stay away from drugs. And these bad drugs may sound far from us, but sometimes we have to admit that it's just around us. So stay healthy, and that's it. Thank you.